Hi guys, hope you guys are doing well. I'm going to be doing a dance Q&A, answering a bunch of your dance questions. So yeah, we're just going to do a quick chill video today. Before we get started though, this video is kindly sponsored by seoulbox. seoulbox is a Korean snack box company and you get sent a box of Korean snacks, some K-pop merchandise and K-beauty and just other goodies inside a box like this one right here. I believe this November they based their theme on cozy cafe kind of vibes. I have a 15% off discount code that you can use. It's Leah15 and you can use this on any seoulbox on their website. Please click on the link in my description and my pinned comment to navigate to their page. As you can see, there is a bunch of questions, so we've got a lot to get through today. How to manage to not lose progress when your schedule is too busy because of school. The way to not lose progress with anything is to dedicate even small amounts of time in your week to practice. This goes the same if you're trying to learn a new instrument, if you're trying to learn a new language. To not lose your progress, you have to practice. Even practicing a small amount of times a week, those small few minutes, whether it's 10 or 15 minutes a day, they will add up over time, and that is much better to do than to not do anything at all. Special exercises for more flexibility. Stretching on a regular basis will help with that. You have to get used to moving your joints. You know, most of the time if you're a student or you're working or you work at an office, you're sitting down all the time. If you want to become more flexible, then you have to make sure you're stretching on a frequent basis. How long does it usually take you to learn a new choreography? When I say learn, I mean that I have just learned how to do the moves at 80% speed maximum. I haven't even practiced it at 100% speed yet. So for easy girl groups, 2.5 hours. For more difficult girl groups, I'd say 3.5 hours. And then for boy groups in general, it's between 3.5 to 4.5 hours, I would say. Okay, so those were a few warm-up questions. So what I'm going to do now is open the seoulbox. Okay, let's open it here. Oh no, something fell out. Ooh, this looks really good. This is the inside of the seoulbox here. And what fell out was basically the instruction manual, or the guide, I would say, not instruction. It's a guide that shows you what the box is about. So like I said, it's about the Wonka Cafe. It gives you a guide to everything that's inside the box so you know exactly what you're eating. Okay, let's continue with some questions and then I'm gonna give one of the snacks a try. How do you carry on when you feel like giving up? You have to have a limit to how much you can take before something starts to really anger you. When you do feel like giving up, just try 1 or 2 more times at this move, whether it's a foot movement that you just can't do, that you can't get your head around. My advice is just to try it 1 or 2 more times. If you just still can't do it, just move on, and it's okay to move on. So I'm gonna quickly try one of the snacks. This here, coffee peanuts, looks like that. Those are very, very nice. I like those. They don't taste too much of coffee actually. The next one I want to try, Jeju Tangerine Chocolate Pepero. It's pepero and orangey flavor. Okay, that's what it looks like. Once again, yes, it does taste like orange, but it's not strong or overbearing. What tips would you give to someone looking to get into dancing? I don't know if you mean professionally or just dancing in general. Like you've never danced before and you just see some K-pop videos on YouTube and you think, I want to do that. I would start with tutorials, definitely, because once you get used to like a teacher, an online teacher teaching you in the comfort of your own home, then it will be easy to get started as a beginner. If you are looking to maybe go outside more, go to a beginner's dance class. If you're talking about professionally, with the way that things work nowadays, you definitely have to start some sort of social media platform, post your content online, your dance content, and really basically put yourself out there, because that's how people get found and recognized these days. It's all through Instagram, TikTok. What is the fastest way to learn a dance? Fastest way will depend on you. Every individual is different. You have to figure out, am I somebody who learns better when someone is teaching me? Am I somebody who learns better on their own, just watching repetition, watching the dance practice on repeat? So unfortunately there's not a set answer. I will put a video that shows my dancing method and how I learn dances. Now I'm going to try this. This is going to be more of a savory snack. I think this is hot potato chip. I love spicy food. This is super good. So yeah, it is spicy. It's coming in now. I can see a lot of things on here that need to be either on the stove or heated up. I'm really excited to try this BTS hot brew. No, that's weird. So J-Hope is my BTS bias. And look who just happens to be on my hot brew. How would you get less stiff? Stiffness comes from being tense. When our muscles are tense, it means we're not relaxed. So you need to be relaxed. How do you be relaxed? You need to make sure your mind knows the moves very, very well. Once you know something like the back of your hand, it's gonna be very easy to do and it's gonna be very easy to relax. If you're having issues with your hips, honestly, move your hips around in circles from side to side. Try to get your hips used to moving around freely in sort of like curvy motions as well, and that will help you to then, when you're doing dance moves, be able to move your hips freely like that. How to have your body parts in control while dancing. I have a few questions about control. Just before I talk about control, before I forget, let me try a different snack. Let's try the dinosaur egg chips, which look like this. They look like little cheese puff balls. Okay. Whoa, that's super. I don't even know how to describe this one. It's sweet, but it's also savory. I don't know if this would be to everyone's taste, is what I'll say. So when it comes to body and control, I feel like people assume that to be a good dancer, you have to put your all, like as much as you can, into every single move. But actually that will do the opposite. It will tire you out. So by the time you finish the dance, your dancing is gonna look very sloppy towards the second half of the routine if you're doing the absolute most in the beginning. In order to control your body, you have to control your power as well. Do not put too much power. That doesn't mean don't put any power at all, but don't put too much. Whether it comes to chest popping, extending your arms, you don't want to overextend your arms. When it comes to kicking as well, don't kick too hard, you will fall over. That's how I control my body, I control my movements. Just do not do every move too hard. You got to do it hard to a point where it's firm, but not overextended. Again, I'm sorry, this is really hard for me to explain verbally. I'm dancing in front of the mirror and it looks good, but when I'm recording it, it sucks. Why? That is so relatable. There's like some sort of like scientific thing about this as well. Even when you look at your face in the mirror, your face looks nicer than when you see yourself in a photo or something like that. And it happens to everybody. And I think it's just got to do with something psychologically. Don't be disheartened is the most important thing. Don't see the mirror as the final product. The video is what the final product is. That still happens to me now, guys. Sometimes I'm practicing in this mirror right here in front of me and I look great. And then when I film myself, I don't look great at all. It happens to everyone at some point. I'm gonna try something else because I've got 10 minutes left in this room. Oh, this looks really good. Chocolate bar. It looks like something we have in the UK, which is like a Cocoa Pops crispy bar. Got like a white chocolate on the bottom and then the crispies on the front. If you're from the UK, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm expecting it to taste the same. Super good. The one in England is much sweeter. Can a bad dancer be a good dancer with practice? 1000%. Guys, watch my 5-year K-pop dance transformation video. The first 10-15 seconds of the video is just me when I was 14 years old and I was so bad, okay? I know that I have improved a lot in the last 5-6 years, and that all comes down to me practicing on a regular basis. Best exercises for dancers. Exercises that have benefited me. I do strongly recommend Chloe Ting personally, which almost everyone knows on YouTube. She's great. I did Chloe Ting in the beginning of the year a lot during the lockdown, and my stamina improved a lot when I came back to the studio. My strength as well. And you do a lot of body weight exercises, squats, lunges, planks to strengthen your core, push-ups to strengthen your arms. That will help you as a dancer when you're doing all sorts of crazy moves. This is a good question. Which one is more attractive, dance with lip sync or not? I actually think lip syncing makes the dance cover more interesting. There's a video where Ellen and Brian spoke about this. I think it's in their video where they were talking about how they learn dances, and Ellen and Brian, I think they like review the lyrics, so they lip sync it well. And don't worry if you don't know the lyrics 100%. My time is running out in the studio now, so I am going to see you guys in my house. We're going to continue with the questions, and I have a few more snacks to try. The next Seoulbox snack that I'm going to try is this one right here. It's basically dark chocolate cubes. I've been really loving dark chocolate lately, so I hope this is nice. Cubes look like that inside. They're very, okay, so clumsy. That is very strong dark chocolate. If you don't like dark chocolate that much, this will be very strong for you. Have you ever gotten a dance injury? If yes, how did you deal with that? I honestly still have some that still bug me to this day that just can't really be healed. First, need to go seek professional help from a doctor or a physiotherapist. If necessary, if it's quite severe, you may need to take time away from dancing. And then to prevent injury as much as you can, stretching and then strength training your muscles is obviously very important. What do you prefer to wear when you dance, or what do you recommend to wear? I sweat very easily, so I like to wear something loose and breathable on the top and then either shorts or leggings on the bottom. I dance on both wooden floor and I've danced on carpet as well. For both, I wear socks. I would recommend wearing shoes if you have clean shoes that you only wear for dancing, like in the house, and you never wear them outside, and also that you don't live on top of anyone so that you're not disturbing your neighbors. I'm gonna end with this final question: how to find your dance style. You will definitely know, you'll just know when that's your style, because it will feel so natural to you. I would definitely recommend showing multiple different covers to people that you trust to analyze your videos. They will be able to give you an idea of which one suits you the best. Now, personally for me, people on my channel tend to say that the dances that suit me the most are ITZY choreographies, and they are my ultimate bias group. I love all of ITZY's songs and I feel confident doing ITZY songs, so that obviously shows. There'll be other choreographies where I just know this is not my style. It's because I feel sort of uncomfortable, I feel tense, it doesn't feel natural. For me, that is BTS choreographies, but BTS's choreographies in the last 3 or 4 years, I would say. I love BTS's old choreographies, but anything recent, it doesn't really agree with me. To find your style, most importantly, you need to cover a wide variety of different songs, both boy groups and girl groups, because you never know, you might get surprised and find a style that you're really good at that you didn't even think you would be good at. All right, guys, so that is the end of the Q&A. Just letting you guys know, I still do have a few snacks here, like seaweed, I think this is chewing gum, I have some cookies, the BTS hot brew, coffee, jellies, this might be ramen. Don't forget, guys, if you are interested in anything from seoulbox, please check out my description and pinned comment. Thank you guys so much for all of your questions, and I will see you guys in my next video.